Now here's one I can get behind. Easy riches, bless the end. Western and Asian cultures are guilty of cultural appropriation, and often it ends really badly. So for example, we've all seen the horror stories of Western tourists who have traveled to an Asian destination, maybe Thailand or China, Taiwan, and come back with what they think is a really cool tattoo, and yet when accurately translated, it's an absolute disaster. Well, that can work both ways. It will require willpower. I have to assume they're referring to wearing this shirt. Gurner-er. We've all seen the stories of clothing made in China or Taiwan with terrible English on it. Letters swapped around, sentences that don't really make sense. Sakuni, Power Master, Journey. Your kike cloweth, there's a soul, bring luck to people. If it works for you. But there's one store I want to show you here where they've taken the nonsensical English to such an extreme, I have to believe that it's intentional. It says, my Hyetra is with you. And that store is this one over here. Oh ma. It's so good, in fact, that it has two branches opposite each other on the same street here in Danshui. Let me show you some choice examples. This is probably one I should be wearing, but they didn't have my size.
If you're going to the UK, pick me up a Lodnon sweater while you're there.
This brand is very proud of its heritage. It was abolished 1989. New styles. Blues. This is for all those Nintendo fans. English has improved so much here in Taiwan over the last 25 years since I first moved here. In fact, every day I have multiple people who see me as a foreigner when I come into their shop, and they just assume I don't speak any Mandarin, and they will try to have a conversation with me in English, try to help me in English. I think this one allows you to complete the slogan yourself. Fairy tale endings are for... So in this environment where English is so much better here than it used to be, you have to assume that this is in fact a subculture that has developed. I hope you finished the fairy tale slogan earlier. This one says, the fairy tale has ended, forgetting is happiness. I would argue that there is an intentional misuse of letters and phrases and unusual phrases that demonstrates a couldn't care less attitude that has become quite popular among younger people here. AR, Crayon Shin-chan. I kind of do like the picture though. I finally found one I can really relate to. Youth. Fashion is fleeting, style is forever. First boy. That's me. And so there's actually a subculture that's developed of people who wear these shirts that make no sense whatsoever. This one will keep you warm when you're playing short. Handmade to the same exacting standards as every item in the store. You have to conclude that this is an intentional subculture that actually takes delight in this level of English and the absurdity of nonsensical phrases or even just random letters jumbled together. Don't say this to buying clothes here. I'm keen to hear from you. Comment down below. What is the craziest story you've heard of a Westerner ending up in Asia and getting a ridiculous tattoo? Or what's the craziest English you've seen on clothing or other items that have come from East Asia? And yet you will find some incredible gems written in perfect English. For example, this absolutely minuscule crop top. Right next to Pat Dillon Volkswagen. Why not? I heard he was a huge fan.